Happy Friday. It was a boring week again for mortgages. Interest rates hovering right around that 7%. So let's talk about something that's a lot more exciting. Well, that is the non-QM loan. It stands for non-qualified mortgage. It's not subprime. To be very, very clear, it is not subprime. Remember, subprime days, people could do zero down and not verify their income and get a loan. That is a very high risk loan. These loans are actually quite low risk. And in fact, I would argue in many cases, these loans are lower risk than a lot of the conventional and FHA loans that I issue. And so what's the big deal? Well, now a lot of people who previously could not buy a home can. Maybe you're someone who has a couple $1 million in the bank and you're buying $1 million home, and so you have $1 million left over, but you don't have a job. Common sense would say, well, if you have enough cash to pay off the loan, you should just be able to buy the house, get a mortgage. Well, now that common sense is prevailing. Those are the type of people who can now buy a home. Also, investors, you can buy a property if the property cash flows on its own. You may not even need to verify your income. And that includes short-term rentals. Yeah, short-term rentals. Maybe you're a business owner and you had a lot of write-offs in one year, so your income just isn't there. Well, you don't fit in the normal boxes. You're not going to get a loan. But with these new programs, you got a decent down payment. You definitely have opportunities to get financing. And sometimes the terms are great. Sometimes the terms are even better than conventional. Again, assuming you have a good down payment. So yes, I think this is a big deal. We're already seeing close to 6% of the loans issued right now in the non-QM space, and that is expected to double. So perhaps even this year, we're going to see 10 to 15% of the mortgages being issued a non-QM mortgage. What's that going to do? Well, that's going to bring some buyer demand, which is much needed, right? We've been at near historical lows for almost 3 years now. So I think this is great news. I think it's great. I think it's, at the end of the day, I think it solves problems and allows a lot more common sense underwriting to operate in a space where, honestly, a lot of times there is not any common sense. So if you do have any questions about these loans, financing a home, give us a call, and happy Friday.